I'm telling you, like, just don't do it. Don't do it. You will be like really shook by it, I'm telling you. This will be so helpful to you in the long run. I'm gonna tell you guys straight up and honest because that's what you need when you start a channel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you. Today's video is all about starting a YouTube channel in 2020. I have only had my channel for a couple of months, but I feel like I've learned so much on this platform and gained so much knowledge that I can share with you guys that's gonna be really beneficial to starting your channel this year. I have seriously learned so much already since starting my YouTube channel, and there's so many things I wish I knew before starting it, so if you're interested in finding out all of these great tips and tricks, make sure that you stay tuned. Just a little intro about myself. My name is Aubrey. I post lifestyle content, fashion hauls, YouTube advice starting from this video. I post fitness videos every once in a while and just the occasional sit down videos or vlogs. I'm really excited to be starting this series on my channel. It's been highly requested on my Instagram and also my YouTube. People want to know how to start a YouTube channel and, you know, important tips and tricks and helpful things to know before you start. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I have all this stuff written on my phone to talk about. I actually tried to record this video the other day and it didn't go so well because it was so long. So I decided that I'm going to split it into two parts. So this video is going to be mostly things that you should take into consideration before even starting your YouTube channel, and then the next video, which is going to be posted in a few days, that video will be kind of once you start, what things to consider, what things to keep in mind, and like actually getting started. So it's going to be a two-part video, and then I'm going to continue doing these hopefully like once every week to 2 weeks just to help you guys grow your channels. And I feel like this is going to branch me out to a new audience, which makes me excited because I really want to get some new people in my family. So first off, you're probably wondering why you should listen to me versus somebody that has 1 million subscribers, and I'm going to tell you why right now. The YouTube algorithm is constantly changing. Even since I started my channel, I feel like it's already evolved and changed more, and it's going to continue evolving and changing. So that's why you can really benefit off of continuing to learn the algorithm and understand what that means. So basically, the YouTube algorithm is how they push out your content to people, and it's really more in depth than that, but this video isn't going to be focused on that, so I'll do that later in the future. However, I feel like it has changed so much. The way that those people got their hundreds of thousands to 1 million subscribers is probably different than how you're going to reach that goal for yourself. I'm relatable to you. I can relate to you because I'm a small YouTuber as well, so I think that that just helps in the fact that the algorithm is completely changing every day, like I said. First off, I just want to say that if you're wanting to start a YouTube and you are conflicted on doing so, just start it. It's not too late to start a channel. There's plenty of room for multiple people to be successful. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication, but it's not impossible and you can definitely do it. So I think that if you are even questioning whether or not you should start a YouTube channel, you should definitely do it. At least try it out, give it a shot, and see where it takes you. I'm not telling you that your channel is going to immediately blow up and you're going to be famous, but what I am telling you is that there is room for that to happen, and other people's success on YouTube doesn't take away your success on your channel. The good thing about YouTube is you can be subscribed to as many people as you want. So if people like your content, they'll subscribe to you, and that's just kind of how the platform works. The first thing that I would really think you should ask yourself is, number one, why do you want to start a YouTube channel? Are you starting it for fun? Are you starting it to potentially have it as a business? Are you doing it as like a hobby or just to keep you busy, pass time? Or are you actually wanting to make it into a career and make income off of it? So I feel like those are the two different ways that people want to start YouTube channels. They either want to make lots of money and make it into a career, or they just want to do it for fun and have it as a hobby. Either way is fine, but the way that you approach starting a channel is going to be very different based on which side of the spectrum you're on. For myself, I originally started because I was bored and I wanted to vlog because I liked vlogging and I had always wanted to start a channel, and so that was originally why I started. Now I have seen so much stuff about growing it into a business, and that intrigues me and really fascinates me, and I have really like adapted to making this a very important part of my life. If you're just doing it as like a hobby, you're probably not gonna worry about consistency or like necessarily spending a lot of money on equipment or investing into your channel, which is completely fine. However, it's gonna be completely different based on if you do or don't want to make it into a business. I would say starting off, everybody should look at it as something they're doing for fun and as a hobby, and see how you grow with it and how you evolve, and then kind of go from there and decide if you want to make it into a business or if you're just happy doing it for fun. Just remember, once you make it into a job, it is a job. So no matter if you like doing it or not, it's still a job. You still have to maintain it as a responsibility in your life. So just keep that in mind, depending on why you want to start a channel. So for instance, when I started, I wasn't going to invest in really anything because I was like, I'm not going to spend the money. All I'm doing is for fun. Well, then after I decided I really wanted to make it into a business, I kind of took off with my strategies and completely changed up what I was doing. So I started investing in equipment and editing and all that sort of stuff, which I'll talk about later, but I feel like I wouldn't have needed to do that if it was just for a hobby. So up for number 2, we are going to talk about subscribers, and subscribers are going to come to you slowly, so don't expect to gain them overnight. I'm not saying you can't, because viral videos do happen and you can gain a lot of subscribers off of one single video. I feel like for the most part, that's how people have grown on YouTube, is they just had one video that really took off and did well for them, and so that's all it takes is one video for you to get. But until then, you have to just understand that your subscribers are going to be slow. You're not going to start off with 3,000 subscribers. You're going to have to work your way up and earn them, and it takes time for people to want to subscribe to your channel. With that being said, the worst thing you can do on YouTube is number 3 on the list, which is compare yourself to other channels. You don't want to be constantly looking at someone else's channel and wanting to redo their content or steal their thumbnails or match their style. I think it's very good to have an idea of somebody that you like the style of their channel and you want to kind of incorporate that into your own. But when I started my YouTube, I immediately started copying other people's stuff. Oh, I like this person's. I'm gonna do the exact same color. I'm gonna take a picture that's just like their thumbnail. That will burn you out of YouTube really fast, and it'll make you just not feel like you're important because you're not doing something that's really you. I finally switched up just last week my thumbnails to something that I really liked and enjoyed, and I have been so much happier and like motivated with my channel because I feel like my channel is actually mine, and I've been incorporating me into it versus my people that I follow on their channels that are 2 million subscribers. So I think that that's really important to have a sense of like individuality with your channel and to try and like not compare yourself to other channels. Your time will come for you to blow up and grow, but until then, you need to remain consistent and just know it takes a lot of hard work, and that person more than likely put in so much time and effort and it didn't just come for them overnight, and you can't expect it to for you either. So just remaining consistent. I think one of the things that I was the hardest on myself was comparing myself to other channels because they just were so successful and they did so good, and I thought, well, I have to match this exact thing if I want to be successful, and that's just not true. If people are gaining something from watching your videos, then they're going to subscribe to you and come back to your channel. So that is what it's really about and what's important when you start your channel. The next thing I'm going to talk about and just very briefly touch on, because if you've watched this video, then you've probably watched a million other videos on starting a YouTube channel. The first thing I'm going to tell you is consistency is so important. You want to try and post as much as you can, to an extent. Don't like overkill it because then your content goes down. But you want to remain consistent on your days and upload times, which is very difficult, especially if you have a job that kind of is a different schedule. You don't really know what your schedule is going to be. I would recommend like making sure that you don't work those days that you are going to upload, or if you do, make sure it's scheduled to upload so that you have a consistent basis with your subscribers, because if they know you're posting, they're more likely to continue coming back to your channel, and that creates consistency within you and your subscribers' relationship. The next thing I want to talk to you about is, I don't even know what number on the list, but we're going to talk about support from people when you start your YouTube channel. This is weird. So you would actually be surprised. I was so worried about what other people would think when I started a channel. Like, are they gonna make fun of me? Are they gonna talk bad about my channel? Are they going to like make posts about me and insult me? And I'm here to tell you, they probably won't. But if they do, just literally don't let it even bother you, because it's completely irrelevant. So if you're worried about that, I understand completely, but just start doing it and you'll be actually surprised at who supports you and who doesn't. I'm sure I've had people that talk crap on my channel or are haters about it, but that's fine because you can't have all fans. Like, you just can't. So you just have to kind of get in that mindset. I will tell you that the people that I thought would support me the most are actually some of the people who support me the least, and vice versa. I have probably like 10 to 15 people who, when I started my channel, were very like on my back, like, hey, are you posting tonight? Hey, I haven't seen anything from you. What are you doing? What content are you posting? Hey, I just wanted to tell you I love your videos. And it's people I really like have never talked to. It's just people that I have been like acquainted with, or that I just know through social media or something like that, that have supported me more than anybody else, which is crazy. So be prepared for that, because it's honestly wild. You will be like really shook by it, I'm telling you. The next thing that I just want to kind of touch base on with you is, since we're talking about the people that are going to support your channel, is people unfollowing on social media. One of the things that helped me really grow my channel, which I will talk about growth on my channel later videos, but one of the things that really helped me has been sharing my videos on social media. It's extremely annoying when you start posting because you know that you're just being like overbearing to people, but the people who really support you will understand that and they will not care. They will continue to share and like all your posts and comment on your videos, come like and subscribe. So I think it's very important to get out of that mindset. When I first started my YouTube, I was posting all the time on my Instagram, like sharing all my videos, which I still do. But when I first did it, I think people that really didn't care to support me or don't like my channel or my Instagram just started unfollowing me. I'm gonna tell you guys straight up and honest, because that's what you need when you start a channel. I lost probably 100 followers on my Instagram that were people who probably didn't want to support me or didn't care to support me. I was so upset at first. I was like, why are all these people unfollowing me? I thought that they were my friends. And then I just started realizing, if you're gonna unfollow me because I post 2 or 3 times a week about a video I'm dropping, I don't want you on my Instagram anyways. I don't want you. If you're not gonna have people that are supportive of you, you don't want them on your stuff. And that's what you have to understand whenever you start losing people as far as social media goes, because it really doesn't matter. If they're not supporting you, you don't want them to be a part of anything that you're doing, correct? I mean, you can still follow me, I guess, but just know I'm gonna keep posting because I don't care. With that being said, another tip that I have for you is deciding if you are going to promote through social media. So just like backtrack, we've been talking about social media. Some people don't want people to know that they have a channel and they just want to kind of do it in their own way without promoting themselves. And I think that that's also okay, but just know it's probably going to be slower growth for you. I would definitely recommend to push your stuff out on your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Like, it doesn't hurt. Even if it gains you 5 subscribers, it's still 5 more than you had before. I will definitely say I think Facebook and Instagram have been my biggest pushes as far as YouTube, because it's a lot easier to find your content through those things. So yeah, I would definitely recommend doing that if that's something that you're comfortable with, because it's definitely going to help you in the long run. You can start promoting your channel before you even drop your first video, which is, I don't know, it kind of feels good to have like some views when you start out. You know, if you don't have any subscribers before you even start, it's like kind of disheartening at first because you don't have anybody watching your stuff. So I think that it's beneficial to push out your content and your channel before you even open. Like, getting people excited and hyped up is how they're going to stay on your channel. So just a couple things is, before you start, make sure you have a list of video ideas. This will be so helpful to you in the long run. I promise you that if you are able to do that, then you're going to have success at some point, because that is the most important thing, is being able to have content ready. If you're struggling every week to find a video and you're just doing something last minute, it's not gonna be good. Like, it's very bad. Don't do it. My next tip for you is make sure that you have a plan for those video ideas. Some of them you can just throw together, but you need to know, how do you want to edit with that video? Do you want text on your screen? What kind of animations do you want to do? You need to have some sort of idea of how that video is going to flow. And I think that it's really a lot better if you can like kind of write it out, which I'm going to talk about also in a further video. Which brings me to, if you are not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe, because I have so much stuff coming your way. I know this first video has been very basic and it's not necessarily like the best things to actually starting a channel, but this is like before you start your channel, and I have so much stuff to get into in later videos. So make sure that you're subscribed, make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And then the last thing that I want to talk about, just because it's kind of important to knowing when you start your channel, is equipment. Do you need to buy a $600 camera for starting your channel? No. No. I don't understand why people think that you have to do this to be successful on YouTube. You don't need to buy anything to do YouTube. You can have a free editing software, you can use your phone to record, you can literally do it with nothing. Yes, it's going to help your quality if you can invest, but if you can't right off the bat invest in all this expensive equipment, then don't do it, especially because you don't even know if you're gonna stay consistent on YouTube. Of course, you wanna believe when you start a channel that you're going to continue to do it and you're gonna upload every single week and you're gonna do this for years and years to come, but that's not realistic for everybody, and I think that you will definitely change your mind throughout the process. It's so important to just know you want to do it before you invest in expensive stuff, because then you're stuck with equipment that you might not be able to get rid of. I'll tell you the stuff that I bought when I started my channel because I feel like that's beneficial to you guys. I'm going to tell you the stuff that I bought when I started a YouTube channel. I got a handheld tripod that I used for my phone for vlogging. I'll link these in the description below because they're super cheap and affordable and they're very good quality. And then I got a light ring, which I still use for pretty much all my sit down videos. It also has the little phone thing on it, which I don't use anymore because I record on a camera, but those are the only things that I bought when I started my channel. And I grew to like 200 subscribers only using those things, and I could have continued to use those things. I chose to invest in a camera because it was a lot easier for me and because I could afford it at the time, so that's why I took the plunge in buying equipment. But you don't need it. Like, you absolutely do not need it to start a channel, so don't go out and buy $1,000 worth of equipment. So this was just a really short part of my list of things to tell you. The next video is going to drop, like I said, on Tuesday, and it's going to be more of actually getting started on your channel and things that are going to be really beneficial when you start out. This video was more of like all the things you should know before you start a channel and things that I feel like YouTubers don't necessarily disclose to you. And the next video will be like actually building your channel and all the things that I wish I would have known before starting, because it will make your life 10 times easier if you know those things beforehand, and it will set your channel up for like instant success, in my opinion, because you are gonna have a lot more credibility. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you watching this video, and if you did enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will see you guys next week for another tips and tricks video for YouTube, and I love you guys so much.